Hey everyone, so vlogging again. I don't know what day it is. We're ditching the days, and I'm going to talk about why a little bit in this episode. So, um, I was not prepared for the mental endurance required for entrepreneurship. And everyone talks about like hustle culture, and I've been trying to say like, oh, we need to encourage more healthy hustle, and I do. I still believe in that 100%. But the amount that you have to overcome from a just slog of your own negative thoughts, doubts, fears, that survival mechanism that tries to keep you from danger, which entrepreneurship can have a lot of those red flags. Um, but not only just yourself, but other people. And it could be well meaning people that are trying to give you advice, or well meaning people who think that they're saving you. Like, oh, why would you want to do that? Like, don't overdo yourself, like, don't push yourself too hard. And of course, like, you understand, like, we all have that. That's just a part of caring about other people. We want to make sure that they're okay. But having that constant, like, people trying to throw you the life inner tube thing, or yourself, like, trying to reach for it and having to, like, train your brain to be like, nope, um, just gonna keep drowning here, um, is it's tough. It's really tough. And I have always thought of myself as kind of fierce in a, or like kind of a, I don't know, like strong type of person. And maybe it's just in a different way. I've always felt like people telling me I couldn't do something, it actually like fired me up more to be like, watch me, like, female empowerment, like, especially when it came to anything a man can do. I always have the need to like be like, watch me. I When I was an electrician and I was weak and small compared to a lot of the dudes, I still had to trudge through the trenches of being a low man on the totem pole and push a cart full of very heavy pipe up a 3-floor ramp in the middle of a snowstorm. Like, and I did it, right? Like, I managed to do that. And that was probably one of the most enduring muscle, like, strength wise, like, literally my muscles gave out. Luckily I had a nice guy working with me that was like, come on, you can do it. And he was helping. He was really probably pushing most of the weight. I feel so bad. But he cheered me on. And it's not that I don't have that either with this scenario. I have a wonderful coach that is helping me, who calls me out on my shit all the time and is like, how bad do you want this? And I do. I really do. It's terrifying to me to look at the option of failure, which would be, to me, going back and working for someone else and totally giving up on the dream. And there are options, right? Part of that is the problem too, of like, oh, well, how about I just go get another job for a while and then I can keep working on this on the side, and then that way we're taken care of. And there won't be that mental anguish of, I'm the only one responsible for making us money and there's no money coming in, or the money that's coming in isn't going to be enough to pay our mortgage this month. And there's like these distractions of like, okay, well, if I'm going to do that route, I better start doing it now. And that takes away from the momentum of trying to do that mental slog every day, of doing the hard things, the hard marketing things, of actually reaching out to people that I don't even know and trying to figure out if there's a way for me to help them. And there's all these little things that I keep doing instead that probably aren't helping me. Maybe they're helping me tiny amounts, but they're not really the hard things that I need to be doing. And I let all these other things distract me. I have other client work. I have the opportunity to do different, like take on more web clients, but that's not, it's not what I want to do. It doesn't make me feel great. It doesn't feed that need that I've always had, the thing that calls me, that I feel like I've finally found what it is that I like can do for the world, my ikigai, if you follow that path. And it's really hard, and it's getting harder every day. The more things that come along, for instance, all my boys were sick this week, and so I had to do almost everything. Take care of them, take care of the house, make sure everybody was fed. I didn't get to eat well. I had some days I barely ate. And I haven't been sleeping because I get everyone settled and in bed, and I get the house cleaned up and make sure that there's bottles cleaned for the next day. And then I go to work, and then the baby wakes up, and then I try and work again, and then I finally pass out at God knows what time in the morning. And then I'm up in the morning and doing it again because my anxiety doesn't even if I have a chance to sleep, it doesn't let me because I have that nagging feeling. And so I just want to put this out there that if you have this feeling, you're not alone. I would love to hear from other people if you've had this feeling and different coping mechanisms that you come up with. Obviously, breathing techniques help a lot. I do feel like I'm getting stronger because I had almost a full anxiety attack today, panic attack, whatever you want to call it. And I took some deep breaths. I walked away from my computer. I took my little guy and went outside on the swing and just kind of had quiet time for a little while. And I spent some time with my older son and just let him tell me about all the cool things he did today and ask his questions and just kind of get lost in his world for a little bit. And just took some kind of downtime to take care of everyone and stepped away from the work. And it helped, and I managed to pop out of it, and I managed to stay present for those moments with them. So I do feel like I'm building the resiliency. It's just fucking hard. And I've given birth without pain medication twice, and they broke my pelvis. And this feels harder. Which is stupid. It's so stupid that I am strong. I'm strong in my own ways, but I'm also weak in many other ways. And this is a new muscle that I've not exercised ever before. I'm building an entirely new muscle from the ground up. And thankfully, I have a lot of good people around me that can help me continue moving forward. So I just wanted to check in. I wanted to give everyone an update on how I was feeling because that one came through really strong. And I'm not giving up. Not yet. Hopefully not ever. And I just need to keep moving forward. And the one last tip that I wanted to bring through this is something that my business coach talked about, and this brings around full circle the 45 days and why I decided not to keep counting those 45 days. And my business coach, he talked to me about how he was worried for me that I had set that goal for myself. And he said the reason why is when we set certain limiting goals or like a target, like a time-based target for ourselves, and we get to that time-based target, if I had gotten to the 45 days and I hadn't hit the goal of getting enough clients to make a go of it for the next month, I would give up. Because as humans, like, when we set that, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel, right? When we see the finish line and we get to it, and we assumed that that was the end, our body starts to quit. But if that was like only lap 1 of 3 and we had told ourselves that was the end, we're not going to have enough gas to get to where we need to be. So I set the goal of trying to get 4 clients by the end of July. So again, still time-based, because I do have to be respectful and be able to track it. It has to be a reasonable goal and measurable. So 4 clients, and that would help me get to my where I need to be. So if you are in the same boat, try and think of that wonderful tip from Orwell McGee, the wonderful human being that he is. Don't put limiting goals and targets in front of yourself. Look at what your actual goal is and what you need and where you need to get, and figure out how to set a goal that you can knowingly achieve, and it will get you closer to the desired outcome. So again, 45 days doesn't get me where I need to be. 4 clients by the end of July does. So hopefully that's helpful. Thank you for joining me on this crazy journey called life. And hopefully I'll be able to update you again soon and keep you guys informed on any other tips and tricks. I will hopefully be adding some shorts to the YouTube channel, but if not, follow me on TikTok. I usually have some small things throughout the day that I check in on there, as well as Instagram, all Ashley Ross Going Merrily. And please do comment below. I would love to hear from you guys. Just if you've been on this journey, if you're there now, chime in. We're stronger together. And remember, can't read it. Be brave. And being brave just means doing hard things that feel impossible, and facing your fear and doing it anyway. You've got this. Go tall and spread love, my friends. Good night.